Hello everybody and welcome back. I am KRX as we continue on with our Foundation Village. Currently sort of an up-to-date playthrough and sort of showcasing the gameplay in its current state about 2.5 years after its release, still in early access, still really no end in sight, which is, I think in most cases would be considered to be kind of like a worrying thing. But while the updates are coming slow and a little bit smaller, they are coming frequently enough that things are sort of progressing. I think the game has done well enough that I don't think there's any danger that the game doesn't continue to get support. And to be honest, I mean, just if you kind of just take a moment to kind of look at this, it's like this is a completely unique monument. We built it in a unique spot. We customized it a little bit. Your Lord's Manor is not going to look the same. There we go. Week 1, day 1, we can promote people. Promotions available. So I think we wanted to do 12 people promoted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need one more. Okay. We have 20 serfs now. 20 serfs. Quest complete. We have a new tier of unlockables. So we can start doing wheat. We can go into here now and we can select. Oh, we don't have any labor influence. Oh, okay. Now there will be missions that just sort of like spontaneously people visit and give us mission opportunities to get influence with the different groups, but you get influence through the quests, and the quests are very much placeholder right now. Like the actual quests, these are like tutorial. This is like build a wooden keep, right? That's like a tutorial. I'm talking about the actual quests. There is still only about 2 or 3 of them total, and they just run on repeat over and over and over again. So it is very much placeholder, the quest system. Again, it's saying we're losing money because it's counting the fixed cost, the one-time purchase of those promotions as part of our daily balance, which again doesn't make sense. We have a certain amount of money. We make a decision to make a purchase. It does not matter. Like, that doesn't affect our daily balance. Like, if we understood our daily balance, we can factor in how much money we have and whether our money's going up or down, and then make a conscious decision about whether to buy something. We don't need to then have it represented in the daily balance. Like, that is so pointless. It doesn't make any sense. It's not actually like providing useful information. And then that's why this thing, 1 minute it's minus 100, the next it's plus 30. Like, it's just, if a quest got completed and it gave us a bunch of money, even though it says, hey, look, you just earned 500 gold, it would then factor that into daily average balance. Like, this is constantly, this number is just, it's driving me crazy. It was driving me crazy when we were recently playing this, making a village on the Twitch channel. It's like really, this has been driving me crazy ever since this has been the way it's been since this was here. So many months at least. We can finally make a stonemason's hut. And you know what? I think we want to make one. Because that'll give us polished stone, which will be a resource that we'll need for more advanced buildings. A lot of this other stuff, we have unlocked it, but to be fair, we don't have access to iron. So smelting iron, maybe not as important right now. Making tools would be cool, but we kind of already have a stream of tools. And the thing is, this isn't like Banished. People don't need tools individually to do their jobs. They don't wear their tools down. Tools are not an expendable, consumable resource. They're purely just used in building things. It's either the building requires tools or it doesn't. So we could let this village run forever right now, and it would be at perfect harmony. We would never, well, one, we're trading for tools, but we would never actually use any of our tools. Our workers don't use tools. They're not a practical item that gets consumed, like food and clothing and stuff like that. Or like in Banished, right? In Banished, the workers need tools, and if they don't have tools, they're less effective, and that can cause accidents in the workplace and all kinds of things. So there's more of a real rush to get those tools up and going. Here, this is pretty advanced stuff to be able to make charcoal from wood, which, you know, wood's already kind of an important resource for us right now in the early game, and taking coal and combining it with iron ore to get smelted, iron to then make more, with more coal to make tools, a little bit too advanced, a little bit not really what we're... It's a lot of effort and a lot of time and a lot of work to make something that we can just trade for as needed. 40 tools, if this is enough to build a ton of stuff, it's fine. What we are going to do is we're going to come down here and put polished stone, so we can start storing polished stone. And we could actually do cloth. What we're actually probably more likely to do is see about how we can actually get this going. We need a commoner for this. We need to unlock a singular commoner, but once we have one commoner, that's a serf becomes a commoner. They'll start actually needing clothing, so then we'll have to start actually producing clothing for them, and that's a good economic opportunity. Man, I was really hoping we'd be able to build some fishing huts, but we don't have the labor influence. Now, one thing we can do is if we assign a bailiff, they can actually go on, we can actually have a specific quest where we can spend some money to get some influence with the, we can assign the bailiff to butter up the estates, essentially. Weekly salary, though. Godessa? I think we get Godessa here. Trade bonus 11%. So I don't know if that's going to factor in now or once we get the actual trade bonuses. I'm not sure. Just a little silly power. None of those were really consequential at all, but maybe it means we get a little bit of a discount when we're buying things, and maybe we get a little bit of some extra money when we purchase things. We have so much stone right now. I'm going to build a second, because we could sell excess polished stone. So I don't feel bad for building a number, like a good amount of these. I don't really want to build them around this bridge, because this bridge was supposed to be a nice, pleasant way to get to the next island. I don't want to get rid of all of our trees. We can replant trees, remember, with the forester. Not just for chopping, but for aesthetic desire. Let's make sure we are getting enough food by slotting in a bunch of people to work at the foraging area. A lot of people are moving to town. A lot of people are moving to town. Things are moving fast. In fact, let's move this down to speed 2 for a second. Just so we lose track of what's going on here. So we could build a fort, and that's actually what the game is telling us it wants us to build. But I'm thinking like setting up... actually, let's go look and see a bailiff available for... Okay, nice. So my lord, as your bailiff, I have prepared a list of mandates of which I could oversee the completion. Cool. Gain influence with one estate. Start. 25 gold. They're going to come back. Oh, whoops. I forgot to select which estate. It probably just defaulted to one of them. But we have an envoy. We also have an envoy request. Here we go. People are hungry. Fish. We don't have any fish. We don't have any fish. So we had a quest to get fish, but we can't produce fish until we get influence with the labor group. And we can't get influence with the labor group until we do a mission like that. That would have been a way to get influence with labor by giving fish to the people. However, it turns out if it asked for berries, we would have been fine. If it asked for bread or fish, we'd be in trouble because we weren't making bread and fish. Now, do we have another free? No, it's still going to cost us 500 gold. Sometimes with these quests, you can get free unlocks, but it doesn't seem to be the case right now. If we wanted to build a fort, where would we build it? We could build it out here to try to sort of protect. I say protect. There's no combat in this game. It's purely thematic. It's purely aesthetic. Now, forts are going to be expensive on the weekly maintenance, which we're only making, according to this. Well, construction doesn't count, right? Miscellaneous doesn't count. So according to this, we're making about 15 ducats a day. We could see what this would cost us. Oh, actually, wait. Oh, we could build it over here on the tip of this island. Oh, that might be kind of cool. $37 ducats. 52 ducats. It'd be 4 Night Splendor. That's not much. That's not a lot. Now there's all these extensions for it as well, which presumably would... Outside territory, huh? Yeah, it doesn't like any of these pieces being added. Can we put a doorway onto this though? No, that one we can't put a doorway onto. I'm going to just put that there for now, but we won't build this for a while. What is this going to cost? Just a lot of planks and a... That's a lot of planks. 50 ducats a week. Which we probably could just barely afford. We could get more building workshops, actually, if we wanted more builders to ramp that up. Could be a thing. 100% happiness. Let's go. Let's go. What are these? Storage is full. Storage is full. Stone. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. We're going to be producing more. Yeah, we can't sell excess stone. So the storage is full on the stone, therefore these people aren't doing anything. However, this should fix itself. Oh no, we need cloth for these. Okay, shut it down. We don't need this many people working as a miner. So we do need to actually, we need to promote, we're coming up on the next week. We need to actually skip ahead and promote a single citizen so that we can actually start producing. We need to make cloth. We need to make cloth. Let's make another marketplace. Well, we could just expand this marketplace. So we go in here, we hit edit. We've clicked on our market, edit. Oh, it's not actually going to let us build a goods stall until we have the clothing actually. So we need a citizen for that. We're going to build another food stall because, oh wait, too far? What do you mean too far? I put some barrels there, will that extend the range? It looks like that might have worked actually. Okay. That's interesting. Except it doesn't actually work like that. It's kind of annoying. It is kind of annoying. I wonder where we could actually have our pastures. Where are the sheep actually going to hang out? I mean, you don't really, we wouldn't want them on the sand. We're going to need another tile, but to get another tile, we're going to need more money. Yeah, let's get a single, let's get a, oh, the Bailiff. Gadessa. Let's actually make her our first commoner. Booyah. So now we can get these pieces. Now she's going to expect clothing. So she's going to be actually, her happiness is going to go down. I'm not going to lie. I kind of feel like we definitely should be making a bit more money right now. And this is kind of the, I think if we had a secondary food source, I believe they'd eat multiple different kinds of food. Oh, we could do a dairy, we could actually do a dairy farm and a cheese maker. Problem with this is, again, like where do we build any, like where do we build any of this? We need to get it, we need to get another tile. But it's going to cost us 500 gold to do this, which is max gold. Help me out here, game. Help me out here. Whenever this bailiff comes back with their quest, we'll actually be able to do fishing. Fishing would be the easiest one. Fishing really would be the easiest one. Because we could just easily go collect some of this fish over here and have a couple little fishing bits on. Actually, we could put them on either side of the river depending on what we wanted to do there, but that'd be an easy way to get a second food source, and I think that would increase our income as some of these citizens would want to buy more. They would buy more food if there were different kinds available. Well, this is you can see how these have gone to level 2 densities, right? The densities have gone up over here. I would do this, but that's going to... Oh, actually, a little bit of an upfront cost. This is a way to sort of increase the desirability a bit. Man, that house really got built right next to that well. Kind of jammed in there. We're making some good... Somehow we're making some good money here. Oh, we trade. We're actually selling some of our polished stone and some of our planks, it looks like. Some of our planks, actually. Maybe even some of our berries got sold. So we're close to the 500. We need to get another tile, which I think we do want, so that we actually have room to actually do some wheat fields and some additional housing and just some additional things in general. Come on. There you go. Got us to 500. Perfect. Yeah, this could be a big animal area out here. We could get... actually, did I say fish? We could actually set that to... Yeah, we still don't have the labor influence. Bailiff, what are you doing? Is courting the... Oh, courting labor. We actually clicked the right button. It defaulted to labor, and this is working. So we just want this to finish. I don't know... she's off the map right now, going on an adventure to the labor headquarters or something. Okay, let's... this is actually going to be costing us some money. So much so that we won't actually be able to afford... One thing that I'm not stoked about is that this is going to have to get transported all the way down here. Where's wool? Oh, there's wool. So this will store the wool, the cloth, and the common clothes. But for the most part, I guess the wool can go directly to the weaving hut, so that should be okay. We might need another... we might need another storage thing out here regardless. This here, though, we can assign you to carry fish, and to carry milk, and to carry cheese. Because I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to be doing... We're going to skip bread. We're going to skip baking bread for now. And go right to a dairy farm and cheese maker. Well, oh, we actually do have the money to build this stuff. Build. We'll lose money when they collect more of the tools. Yeah, what the heck? Let's just go big or go home. Go big or go home. Let's get this stuff built. Okay, where's the actual... You know, maybe the farming out here... farming up here, potentially. We could probably even chop... If we wanted to clear some more trees, we could probably fit in some farm, like a single wheat farm out here. It's kind of a space issue right now, and obviously that's where you can, you can simply, get more tiles, but it does cost money to do that, of course. Construction 40. So we would be making, well, the trade is temporary as well. See, the trade's not like a perpetual income. It's just saying we sold some stuff and made some money this week. That's fine. We'll see that in our balance. 51 to market. I think all of this stuff should actually pay for itself, of course, as we're selling. Here we go. Now we have a goods stall. So we can use this goods stall to sell clothing. And that's big money. Big, big money. Too far? What are you talking about too far? Build that. Build a goods stall. So once we get clothing up and going, we're going to need to promote more people to be commoners, right? Because currently, we don't have people who actually need the clothing. Well, you actually built this in kind of a goofy order, I'm noticing. That got built first. These are the ones that are most important. Yeah, prioritize this, would you? Thanks. This can be the dairy farm can be deprioritized. Now we're saying we're losing tons of money, but I'm not sure if that's actually the case. Construction costs are still factoring in. But it is worth knowing that the market has dipped down. We were at like 51 and now we're at less. Territory is only 5 per day. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap. Uh-oh. Missing resources for construction. Oh, yeah, we already know about that. We already know about that. Whoa. I have never noticed that before. And I was literally playing on this update for X amount of hours. So this actually does... We gotta mark that, right? So the berries actually do get over depleted. The berries do actually get over depleted. Now, I don't think it was over depleted for very long, but it definitely doesn't seem like we can actually do 2 gathering huts here. Let's actually reduce this down to like, let's do 1 and see what happens if we ever see it. And then let's do this over here. Add people to work at that berry plant. Come on. Finish this hut. The sheep farm. This is what we need. There we go. Done. So we add the shepherd. Now we're going to spawn sheep. And I think this is actually just aesthetic. This doesn't mean that we're like producing more and more. Seriously, stop. Well, no, it's just they're just being silly. You can have as many sheep run around as you want. The sheep do not represent the yield of wool. I think this building just produces a passive amount of wool. I don't even believe that the shepherd even goes out and like... Oh. Some of these things might have been tweaked with the update potentially. I'm not sure. That's interesting. That's interesting. Of course, I mean, did he actually get wool from that, or is that just an animation? Because I don't even see wool here. But it looks like she's carrying wool, is she not? It looks like she's carrying wool. Where are you taking that? Taking that over here? 3 wool. Yeah, 3 wool. Now it's moving over here. So it's not moving locally. Okay. We might need to build a warehouse out here. Unfortunately, we might need to build another warehouse. I do not like building these warehouses. They look kind of overly large and janky, but that does seem to be something that will be worth doing. Okay. Well, guys, thanks everybody for watching another episode of Foundation. We will be back in the next episode to continue on with getting additional food supplies up and going, getting clothing up and going, promoting our people to commoners en masse, and unlocking more things in the sort of the guilds tree. There is a playlist link down below, guys, to help you find the next episode in order. If you have any questions or comments, please ask down in the comments, and I will make sure to read and respond to those. Thanks, everybody. See you guys in the next one.